Hello, this is What's Up with Your Principals. I am Mr. Fee. This is
Miss Mosher.
As we get towards the end, there's a lot going on in quarter 4, so let us start with Miss Mosher.
So I just wanted to start by reminding everyone that we just had the lock-in and the Cleveland trip, and I just want to say thank you everyone who went on that trip, both our chaperones, our teachers, and our kiddos who did a really great job. Our lock-in last weekend was really fun. We had tons of kids show up, tons of adults show up as well. We stayed the whole night. We ate lots of candy and snacks, and we were jumping on a trampoline at 4:30 in the morning. It was beautiful. Also, latest I have been awake in a very long time. I usually am in bed by 9 o'clock, so it was a bit of a struggle, but it was so much fun and our kids loved it. Also, huge shout out and thank you to Miss Emhoff and Miss Tackentine, who took a group of our kiddos to Cleveland. If you did not know, this past weekend, our band and chorus students went to Cleveland and they actually performed at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was wonderful. Huge opportunity for our kids, so thank you very much for that.
Sports. Hey, it's hard to believe it's that time of year. Senior nights, okay? So this is on our website, but in case you can't get to the website, I'll make sure you hear all the dates here. On 4/22, we have girls varsity softball senior night. On 4/30, we have track. On 5/2, we have boys varsity baseball. The two you guys are asking about are golf and tennis. Those are TBA as the season continues. Please look on our website for those senior nights. Thank you to all the CRCS athletes, and we look forward to honoring you at senior night.
Next up, let's talk about computer-based state testing. 6th through 8th grade took their ELA state test last week. It went really well. Lots of tech help here in the building just to make sure if anything goes wrong, they're here to help, and nothing went wrong. All went well, and everyone did a really great job logging into their tests. We have our math state test coming up next week, and then at the May 7th, we have the science state test happening as well. So thank you everyone for those testing.
May 2nd, we are going to have a drinking and driving course, or drinking and driving assembly here at Cuba Rushford. Thank you, Mrs. Berry and Officer White, who will be organizing it. We are going to have, the helicopter here. What's that called?
Mercy Flight.
Thank you. We're going to have Mercy Flight here. It's going to be an afternoon right before we get into prom weekend. So thank you, Mrs. Berry and Mr. White, for setting all that up. That is for juniors and seniors only.
Speaking of prom weekend, it is prom season. We do have prom coming up. That'll be on May 4th from 7 until 10. Again, that is for juniors and seniors only.
Okay, this is just reminders for our students. Please remember, parents and students, you cannot miss more than 20 unexcused absences. If you do, per the code of conduct, you cannot get higher than a 50 on any grade for the rest of the year. So it's imperative that you look into your kids' attendance to see where they are. You are allowed 5 parent notes if it is within the same week that your child misses. And if you have doctor's notes that are out there, please make sure you get those in, as we're starting to get to the end and credits are important. Number 2, it's imperative to tell your son and daughter that they should not have cell phones in the classroom or in the library. So if you see little Johnny texting you, you should say, "Hey Johnny, where are you?" If they say, "I am in social studies class," that is a no-no and discipline will follow. So thank you for your support on that. And the following one is, they need to make sure they are making passes, as we do electronic pass for e-hall pass, so we know that where students are. That is a safety thing. So please just make sure they're coming with their devices charged, right? And we're kind of the last 8 weeks, we're going strong here as we go into state testings, regencies, trips, all of those things. We don't want to see somebody miss an opportunity because they're not following school rules.
Speaking of trips, we have our Toronto trip coming up on May 8th through 10th. This Thursday, Miss Kay is having everyone going on the Toronto trip come to her room during WIN, and they will have a conversation about all the rules and everything you need to know about Toronto. We are definitely looking forward to that trip on May 8th, 9th, and 10th. Also on May 9th, we have our middle school spring concert. So in the calendar, this had originally said that we were planning to do the art show and the middle school spring concert on the same night. This has changed. The art show is actually going to be on May 22nd. The middle school spring concert will be just strictly the middle school spring concert on May 9th. That way the art show can be the same night as the coffee house night.
And then just some other amazing things going on at Cuba Rushford. If you guys have noticed, downtown at the elementary, we have a sand sculpture made by Eric Jones. We are pleased to announce that we are going to be partnering with him for the next year and a half to do different activities for our students in our community. So the first one was at Sandcastle Sand Sculpture. Welcome to CRE, and just really keep your eyes out for all the things to come and the opportunity to work with Eric Jones with our students. We're excited for. The second amazing thing, if your student is an athlete here, we have redone the team hallways with light up signs with different quotes. So those team rooms, right now being occupied by baseball and softball, really are the home of the Rebels, and there's a lot of pride if you get the opportunity to walk through there. So thank you to the entire athletic team in making that special for our kids.
My last thing is that on May 13th, just a reminder, we do have an early dismissal on that day. Here at the middle high school, we dismiss at 11:30 on that day. To finish off today's video, I'd like to end with some quick words of wisdom for our students. I'd like to end with a quote from Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein said, "In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity." Sometimes it seems like we have a lot of difficulty coming at us and we wonder, why is this happening and what should I do to respond to this difficulty? All you got to do is take a step back and say, what opportunity lies in this difficulty? Sometimes you don't know what it is that you're being offered, and sometimes it looks like difficulty, but it actually is an opportunity. So take that time to recognize the opportunity in all of your difficulty. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.